Welcome back to this week's reading from my book, Becoming a Designer of Distinction. I'm Tabitha Evans, and this week we're reading from Chapter 9, Recognition, It's Where You Get Noticed. When it comes to getting recognized, this goes back to networking. If you are involved in an association or society, you will have access to awards. Usually these are held yearly. Most times you have to pay a small fee to enter, and you have to purchase a ticket to attend. Look for smaller local events and competitions to get practice and to get your name out there. You might just win. You never know. When you complete a project you think is worthy of an award, you should definitely enter it. Don't be afraid to enter into an awards competition. The experience alone is worth it. When you are putting your submissions together, read and follow all the instructions. If you don't have every piece of information you need, you could be disqualified, which is not where you want to go because you're going to spend all that money for nothing. So be meticulous and review and double check everything. Be clear and concise in your statements and make sure if you talk about your project, the image you are presenting to them actually shows what you're talking about. So for example, if you're talking about some lighting that you featured in the project, make sure the image that you're showing has that light fixture and vice versa. So things to think about for additional information are you incorporating universal design, or are you incorporating any sustainability type things? Or if you're using reclaimed or recycled materials, make sure you say those things. Sometimes you'll get bonus points for it. If you do not win, do not be discouraged. Do not let it get you down. Keep trying and enter again. Here's a pro tip for you. Volunteer to judge the awards for others. This way you know what it's like to be a judge and see what the judges are looking for. This will help your submissions tremendously in the future. Okay, up next, photography. This one is huge. Spend the money on a professional photographer. Look for photographers who are well known in your interior design community. Ask your mentor for a good contact. I'm sure he or she will know exactly who to call. Professional photographers know what they are doing, and that is why there is a big price tag. Pay it. Do not try to shortcut and do your own photos. I know our smartphones can take an amazing photo, and we have these great family photographers who take these incredible pictures of our family. It is not the same. Yes, I tried both of these options. They failed. Just like you wouldn't go to a plumber for a root canal, right? It's just different. You need that professional eye that knows what magazine quality photos look like. They do a lot in post-production, like removing outlets or vents or anything like that that you don't want as a highlight in your photo. If you use a professional, you will not be sorry. Okay, and lastly, getting published. Get to know local magazines and editors. They will call on you from time to time to fill their issues. Don't be afraid to email your latest work to them. If they don't use them, don't give up. Keep trying. They eventually will. Try to create relationships, nurture relationships so that they remember you. This goes back to networking skills we discussed in Chapter 5. So just to recap, make sure that you get to know publishers. Take the time to connect with your mentor on photographers so that you know who to use when it comes time to enter awards, and ask to volunteer to judge other awards. I'm sure people will take you up on the offer. Well, thanks for joining today. I hope you enjoyed it. Next week, we're going to be reading from Chapter 10, Communication. It's how you express yourself.